So today we're just going to attend a bit to this hive. The weather is quite cool today. It's around 14-15 degrees Celsius. So we're not going to do too detailed inspections on these frames, but what I want to do is to get the new frames in at the bottom and put it deep on top. It's not the usual way of doing beekeeping, but it's a technique called naddering, and ideally this original box would have a loose floor so that you can just pop the new box in at the bottom, but yeah, we don't have that luxury, so we'll just go with and adapt as we go. Let's start. Just keep the smoke bucket. There you go. This colony is quite small. We might just not add another box yet. But it's also a bit damp in here. It's quite wet actually. Frames are quite tight. These are hive beetles, so I'll just squash him. It's quite damp in this hive. Sure, lots of hive beetles. Lots and lots of them.
See?
Do you see all the hive beetles there? So many. So a detailed hive inspection would actually be good. And we can try and squash as many of these big hive beetles as we can, or just at least hurt them so that the bees can defend more easily their hive, and then also reduce the entrance quite a lot so that they can keep a watch on the hive beetles coming in. Okay. Over here I see some signs of a wax moth, and I haven't seen any eggs yet or any brood.
See brood on the next frame.
Yeah, that's true, there's brood. I'm gonna try and keep these three frames together.
To keep the brood warm.
Yep. to do. And there's quite a bit of eggs. I don't know if you want to get that on camera.
Is this nectar next to the brood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nectar and pollen and brood.
It's a nice circle pattern.
Yeah. And over here there's some eggs. Let's take that out there. Lift this up. You can see how the bees are heading in a direction here. So I'm assuming that the queen is in there somewhere. There's quite a lot of mold in this frame.
Oops.
And it just broke. Yeah. See the mold there at the bottom of the frame, and also there on the comb. So ultimately just remove this frame. It's quite wet and mucky on the inside. So I think what I'll do is I'll spoil them. Oh, look at that mold. So I'll spoil them with a new hive, and that's it. See, this hive will do them a lot of good because it's fresh wood, and just a few ants in there. It has a very small entrance there that I'll only keep open for them so that they can defend themselves against hive beetles. Just want to make sure that there's no eggs or brood on this frame that I'm taking out. But there's nothing wrong with it, so they might just as well have it. A little bit of mold there. Let's remove all the mold.
Yeah.
And there's these. This is a new method I want to try. I'm cutting the wax strips diagonally like that. So I'm going to give them one of those. And they have about 3 frames of brood. I'll just look through these frames for frames that look nice, and I'll put this one in there on the other side as well. There's a full wax sheet. There's a neat pattern for them. This has quite a bit of food on here, so I'll give this back to them. There's a little bit of mold on it, but I also need some of their grown comb to survive. There's Hive Beetle in there. All these frames has a little bit of mold on it, so I'll just put them all out in the sun for a while. This one's dry and in good condition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 frames. I have about 3 frames of brood that's very small, and we'll give them some food. Let me first check these bees in here. See, Tyler, there's quite a few bees sitting in here.
Assuming the queen's there.
Maybe.
Trying to keep her.
Look at that bee with the red pollen. It just flew now. Yeah, they're clumping here, so I'm assuming she's here. Out of the way. This old roof is full of mold. That's not good for them. So give them this very neat hive lid over here. And some old pollen that I have. I'm just going to use a piece of tissue paper just to place the pollen on for them. It's just a little boost. So that it doesn't fall in and they can collect it up there. Yeah, that's it. These frames I'll go put out in the sun. it's full of mold.
Mm.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So good that we came for this inspection. Here in the Western Cape we have wet winters and the sun doesn't drop the humidity in the hives, so the bees struggle with high humidity in the hives all the time. And if they pick up the temperature, then it just helps the mold on, unless they're really strong. Put the other frames in this hive. Look at this, the entrance is it's a wide entrance and we've blocked off this section with a sock. So they've actually built these little mounds of propolis to try and close off the entrance. It just shows that we could have reduced that entrance quite a lot more. So Tyler, you can just indicate there by that new hive how small that entrance is, and it's actually very good for them. Makes it easy to defend as well against
Yeah, this
hive
part
beetles
here.
and everything else.
It's the only entrance.
That's it. I think we did a good job. These bees really needed some help. We didn't know it. I actually thought they were ready for some more space. But I was for quite a few months just observing the entrance. I haven't opened them in a long time. So it's good to do an inspection now and then, even if your gut tells you to do it.